Hi, this is Two Tone Airsoft Reviews, and this is the second part to how to make a ghillie suit. Now, part 2 consists of materials. Materials as regarding just what they are mainly composed of is this. This is hessian, or burlap as it's referred to in America, I think anyway. And you can buy it. I've heard on the internet that you can actually get them pre-dyed, or they're pre-dyed as the whole sheet, or you can get them as unstrung, but cheaper, easier way to do it is do it yourself, and then you can control how much you want as well. Now this is not, for those of you who are thinking, oh my god, look how much I need, this is not for just for one suit. This is this is making spare, so that if I do have to make another one, I can use these bits to put on the other suit. Now the difficult part is dyeing them. Now what I've done is I've wet them. They come with like a coating on them, a wax coating. You have to wash that off. You wash it off basically just with water. You don't need soap or anything. Don't use soap on it, because it will give it an odour, and you don't want to give it an odour. And once you feel that it is weathered enough, so that you feel that there's kind of larger gaps between here, then you're all set to go with the dyeing. Dyeing burlap or jute is doing it well is hard. It's quite a pale material. Getting it the right colour is completely down to how much dye you actually use and what fixer you use. Now salt just works just as good, but what I think time to spend is with the dyes that I use, you have to heat them up, add salt, and keep on stirring. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So here's what I call pre-testing. This is Brusho dyes. I mean that I'm not using sea green. Sea green is too green. Emerald green is just right for what we're using it for. Now this little test piece. This is brown in here already. Unfortunately, it looks a bit more red than it does brown. But then when we add a bit of emerald green, maybe more emerald green than anything, we get this nice khaki green colour, which then turns it into this very nice green colour. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it that colour. Use warm water, salt, and then the dyes. This is the most labour-intensive thing to do. It's stringing all the hessian. Before you dye it, you have to string it, because then it just basically the colour just attaches itself to the bonds instead of the actual string itself. So yeah, this is what you have to do. You have to basically pull at it, make sure both sides are equal in length, so you got a square, and then just keep on pulling, and then when you get to the bottom of one side, it will all unravel, and then you have that left. Basically, this is what the firing pit's for. This is to warm up a plate, which then in turn dries the hessian without having to expose it to any flames or anything, or any heat. It's quite frank. It acts as a catalyst for the dyes that I use, and it actually helps the colours set in.